So, you made it to this part of the video. Hey guys, I just want to thank everyone that's been subscribers to this channel for whatever amount of time. It's been amazing. I've been doing this since about late April, pretty much the beginning of May of 2017, and at that time it took me May, June, July, August, September. It took me 5 months to get 5 to 6 months to get 100 subscribers. And when I finally got there, it was mind-boggling. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fathom it for how fast I had gotten there. Because on my previous channel that I had done when I was just uploading random things, it took me probably about 2 years to get 100 subscribers. Again, I was doing random things, but it took a long time. So in a matter of 5 to 6 months, I got that many. I was blown away. So I can't tell you guys enough how crazy this is for me to have now 5,000 subscribers. Because in under a year now, I have reached this many people, and I've reached over 1 million people now, and it just keeps growing very, very fast, which is awesome. I mean, just thank you guys so much. That's what I was trying to show, like, as many comments as I could from people that I knew. It's not just me trying to say blank thank you. I mean, this is something that really does mean a lot to me, and I was just trying to show these are the people that have been with me for that amount of time and have been with me on my journey, I would say. And it's just it feels good to continue doing what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing here. And I'm happy so many people like these videos. And don't get me wrong, all my videos aren't perfect or anything, but they at least bring back at least the majority of people will be happy with them. So again, I meant to do a 1,000 subscriber thank you, and that didn't happen because I was kind of busy, and then same for 2,500. So here I am at 5,000 now, making one. Yeah. So there's some people I'd like to thank. The people that helped me, which are my siblings, and we kind of use these little code names, I guess. It's kind of nerdy, but whatever. I mean, my actual name is Matt, but I'll just use their code names for the sake of them. So, first brother I'd like to thank, he goes by Calamari, and he has done ATV tower challenges, getting the gold medal on those. He's done the Bully Long Play series. He's helped out in some 2-player co-op games like Resident Evil, and he's done the Batman Arkham Knight, and he did the Buffy the Vampire Slayer hard difficulty video for the original Xbox. So for the next person I'd like to thank is Jellyfish, and he's probably done the most videos on the channel. So he's done the first Spider-Man game, he's done, he helped me out with Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. He's helped out in most of the 4-player games, so any 4-player games that you see, more than likely he has been second or third player helping in that. He helped me with Batman Resident Zoo. He's done Time Splitters 1 solo and Time Splitters 2 on hard difficulty, and he plans to do the Time Splitters challenges and arcade leagues and stuff for Time Splitters 2. He's done Cabela's, Star Fox Adventures, Star Fox Assault soon, Digimon soon, Rumble Arena. What else? The Incredibles he's helped me with, the Rise of the Underminer, Narnia. He did Second Sight. So he's done quite a few games, which has been awesome as well. So the next person is Gretel, and she has done the Crash Bandicoot games, and she helps out with some of the 4-player games that I've played as well. More of the earlier ones, some of the later ones too, but more of the earlier ones. Also mention that whenever you see my name, it'll show up as like gameplay recorded by. I go by as Quaver. So he's done videos, have me involved. Not all of them, but majority. Yeah, whatever. I just picked that because it's Overlord 2 reference. And we all have references to games, like Gretel is from Time Splitters as well. Calamari's from Time Splitters. Jellyfish, it's just because he likes jellyfish, and maybe it's Jeffrey Jellyfish. I don't know. I don't think it is. He just likes jellyfish. And Ketchup is the last one. And that is also a Time Splitters Future Perfect reference. Kind of. So, last person is Ketchup, and he has done the second most videos on this channel. He's helped me out with lots of 2-player games, so like the Marvel Nemesis one where we're fighting each other, Madagascar, likes doing the Lego games. He's done Tintin. He's helped out in a lot of the 4-player games as well, so he's probably been 4th player in those games if he's helped out. Prototype, the second video will be up for that soon. He's done Nicktoons Unite, help me out with Nicktoons Unite, and help me out with SpongeBob Globs of Doom. We did those 2-player. He's done Shrek Super Slam, and lots of others, Rampage, and we were beating each other up. Good fun in that one. So that's the people who have been helping me out a decent amount. I couldn't have reached as many people if they hadn't helped me, and they continue to help me. Oh yeah, he's also done Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man 3 as well for PS2. And I should say Jellyfish, he's the one that's doing Spider-Man. He's gonna be doing a whack of Spider-Man games here. Amazing Spider-Man. He just finished Spider-Man 3, so that one will be up soon for Xbox 360, so the people that were wondering about that. Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man will be doing that one. He's also done Madagascar. He's doing probably the Spider-Man Edge of Time and Shattered Dimensions for Wii, hopefully, if they still work for us. So yeah, that's quite a bit. Okay, so the one more person I wanted to thank was Anthony Harris from Twitter. He's been liking my stuff for a long time, and I think I've gained some Twitter follower like thingies. I don't really know how Twitter works too well, but through him. So thanks, man. Appreciate that. And again, thank you for everyone who comments on my YouTube videos, because it does help reach more people commenting and liking. So especially the people that just, I always see them, they like right away. I'm like, yeah. So yeah. Alright, so on to the channel update. I wanted to talk about, I was saying that I was doing 3 videos a week, so what I'm going to be doing is including a 4th day a week, and the 4th day is going to be most likely on a Monday. It might be on a Wednesday. It's either going to be Monday or Wednesday, most likely Monday, but we'll see. So what's going to be happening is I'm going to be recording. Since I'm a huge RPG fan, I'm going to be doing games like Skyrim, Dark Souls, Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout 76, Dragon's Dogma, stuff like that. Those kind of RPG looking games that are going to take a long time to record, so I figure I'll just make them into miniature size of what I usually do. So I'm going to be doing 3-hour pieces for each. I attempted to do with Fallout 3, but I just felt like I wasn't I felt like I was just doing Fallout 3 at the time, and I wanted to mix it up. So what I'm going to be doing is essentially I'm going to be putting Skyrim. So say I was to start this in October or November, the first week in November would be Skyrim, for example. I'm not saying it's going to be, but let's say it was Skyrim. And then the second week would be Oblivion, the third week would be Fallout, and I'd be doing like a 3-game rotation at the time until I have a 4th, and it would always be following 4 games until I'm done with one of them. Now, in the case of Skyrim, that one is going to take me the longest. So I figured 3 hours was a good chunk of time, but not killing it for myself, but also for other people to watch. And I mean, if you only want to watch that one, it would be once a month, so it wouldn't be too bad, I would suppose. The next would be, yeah, like I said, so it'd be Skyrim 1 week, so that one's going to take me the longest for sure. There's no doubt in my mind about that. The next is going to be Oblivion's going to take a while, but I'm not, like for Skyrim, I'm going to try and do as much as I can in that game, which it's going to be a long time, but I love that game, so it's going to be a while. And this is only for games that take, 40 plus hours. I just didn't see the point in, I figured I'd add another day of the week to it, because if I'm going to just record it by myself, then at least, it might be a little easier to watch, I suppose, instead of like 5 hours and it's just random when you're getting the episodes. So yeah, I know the majority of my audience probably doesn't care about that, but it's something I kind of want to do, so that's why I call it a mini update. It's not major or anything, as it is. I do like playing older games, but it's nice to play stuff that's been, stuff that I really, really do like RPGs ever since I got my first one. I think Two Worlds was one of my first RPGs, and literally had no idea how to play that game pretty much, but yeah, that was fun learning experience. And then I think Skyrim might have been my third or fourth RPG like ever. So yeah, that was fun, a good experience. All right, so again, I'm not changing this channel. I'm not changing like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of GameCube games or PS2 games or the older games that people like watching. I'm still gonna be doing those as well. I just wanted to mix in that stuff and get it in earlier instead of doing it before I was just trying to get this in before I have too many people watching this channel or something. And I see it on big YouTube channels all the time. They try and incorporate a new thing and they haven't been doing it, and it's already too late, right? So I mean, already it's kind of, people might not be happy that I'm doing it, but I just look at it like, it's not me live streaming, it's not me giving let's plays of stuff, it's just me recording another game it's something I really do like playing. I'm not saying I don't like playing these old games. It's just it's nice to have a reason to go and record these RPGs for you guys. And I think the RPGs that I'm going to start off with is probably going to be Skyrim, Oblivion, and Fallout 3, and the fourth one might be Dark Souls. I think I'm just going to start off with 3 for the 2 or 3 for the start, and we'll see how it goes from there. So yeah, just so you guys know. But like I was saying, I've seen YouTubers that I used to watch or do watch, and they try to incorporate a new thing their audience doesn't always like, because they think they're missing out on content, even though they might not be, minusing the comment that they normally be talking about, right? But they feel like, well, I like watching this stuff, and now you're doing these other videos, and then they hate on it for it. And I mean, you can't kind of blame them, because they feel, it's like I said, if I was to just start doing, it's not loopy let's plays, it's loopy long plays. So yeah, until I create a let's play. I'm just joking. I'm not when I'm playing games, man, if I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. The only let's play games I think I could do is silly games, games that are repeating. You're doing the same thing over and over again, shooting random people or whatever it may be, like an MMO game, or a tower defense game. Even tower defense can get pretty crazy. So just games that don't take a lot of thinking. You're just driving down the road on GTA, hitting pedestrians, that kind of gameplay. But when you get in the shooting, yeah. So I'm I did try let's playing in the past, and I would just be shooting at people. Like I wouldn't talk, and then I'm like, all of a sudden I'd start talking when it was like a loading screen, and then I'd just be in the zone again. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I would probably need a lot of work doing it, so to tell myself to do it. So I just don't. So another thing I wanted to mention was that you'll still be getting, like, a passion of mine for this channel was to get all the Ratchet and Clank games done. That has been something I've really, really wanted to do. That's something I think I can do. Every Ratchet and Clank game, even the more obscure ones. I'm pretty sure I can do those, because it's in my top 3 favorite series of games. Probably number 1 or 2, I'm not sure. I just have so much nostalgia for the game, and I mean, it was there at a time when I really needed it. So those games have been a huge impact for me. So I probably have a little bit of bias for them, but I really, really do like them. And I mean, I have for SpongeBob games, the reason that they're so big for me is because SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom was literally the first game. That and Luigi's Mansion, and there was some other third game. It was something weird, but my dad got us a GameCube for Christmas when I was in grade 5, and that was the first ever system we got. And I mean, I was in grade 4 maybe, and we played that thing. Like, the Luigi's Mansion was a bit too hard for us because, I mean, you got to understand, when you've never ever played any game before, you don't know what you're doing. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom was hard, and I was in grade 5. All right, so I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. I mean, we would kind of freak out. We didn't know what we were doing at all. I mean, they would tell you on the screen, press this button. And, you know, you think back and you play these games again, you're like, yes, I know, press this button. But when you're a kid, you don't even look at those. You're just like, you're not listening to the NPCs, you're just hitting people, you're just trying to kill stuff, trying to do it on your own, and you can't, and you start getting angry because you can't, and you just don't think to listen to the NPCs or read the instruction manual when they actually had an instruction manual. Because that was that Battle for Bikini Bottom, man. I loved that game. I love that game. And on top of it, it's an amazing game. It's not just nostalgia purposes. It truly is an amazing game. Yeah. I should also say that you saw some music stuff coming up. Like, I was doing music for whatever it was, the Hex Girls or movie stuff, like the cartoon shows. That was just something I wanted to do at the time. Like, sometimes I'll just get that feeling like, oh, I want to do this. So I just put my mind to it and I do it. So yeah, that was just kind of random. And I should also say for videos wise, there's some I'm going to be redoing, or you're going to see re-uploads stuff. Not really re-uploads, I should say, but like, what would you call it? Like, there was a lot of people that said I wasn't that good at Jak and Daxter, the first one. They're probably right, so I'm going to be reading through the people that actually, gave me reasons why, or was trying to improve, like what I should do to improve. So I'm probably going to be re-recording that one, because that was quite a few people that's a game I can record, and that's a game I can do. As well as, that's pretty much the biggest one I can think of. I might redo Spyro. I might pick it up on another console, but because I should talk about this is part of the update, mini update, I should say. So, well, not update. So, this update-ish that I wanted to talk about was, since I got 5,000 subs, and I pretty much wanted to get the 2 most popular games on my channel and redo them, but I was trying to get it in a way that would be interesting. So I'm still going to be 100%ing them. This is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I picked up the original Xbox copy, and it works on Xbox 360, so that's good. So I'm going to be doing that one, and same with SpongeBob the movie. So these are both games that are the most popular on my channel, and I did really want to redo Battle for Bikini Bottom. So I may pick up Spyro A Hero's Tale as well, or I might just play it again on GameCube and see if I can 100% it. That's not an easy task, but I may try to do that because I do like the game. I just, it's just gonna be difficult to try and get some of those light gems that I have no clue how you get. Like, they're in some weird areas, so we'll see about that. And The Hobbit, I wanted to redo that one and get 100% on it as well, because there would be just there was only one level I messed up. Like, I didn't get so many gems, but I would miss like 10, and I'm like, where's that last one? I'm missing like 1 or 2. I'm like, where are they? So on the Battle for Bikini Bottom one, 100%, like, I am literally gonna get, for the Xbox, I'm literally gonna be picking up as many shiny objects as I can. So for those people that hate watching me get all those shiny objects, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate watching it, I guess. But I would say, combat-wise, I have gotten better. If you can. and it is interesting seeing like the different copies. I would say like the Xbox is pretty cool. It's more glossier almost, but at the same time there's a little bit of graphical issues with it, like shadows, and sometimes the arms are on an NPC looks weird, laughable at times. I've only came into one freeze on it, and that was completely my fault. When I was trying to switch characters, I got bombed and then it froze, and I was just laughing. I'm like, well, that was my fault. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about there. Alright guys, so I also wanted to talk about Spider-Man a bit. So as you can see, I just got that new Spider-Man game for PS4. I'm having a blast playing it. I also wanted to mention about new games I'd be doing. So first let's talk about Spider-Man. I am, my one brother, he's doing Spider-Man 3 right now. He's in the process of recording it. So I'm not sure when that'll be up, but it'll be up sooner than later. He also plans on doing The Amazing Spider-Man. We don't actually I own Spider-Man 2, but for recording purposes it's going to be a little difficult, so we'll figure out how to, because it's on PC, so I'll figure out something, because he wants to do that one as well, I think. The Amazing Spider-Man, I'm not sure what he's doing with that one, but he may be doing that one on the hardest difficulty while trying to 100% it. Not too sure, but he loves that game, so he's the right person to be doing it. And he'll probably be doing the other Spider-Man games as well, if they still work for our Wii, so we'll figure that out. The Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time. So those are the Spider-Man games that I could think of as well. For new games, I generally refrain from doing too many new games. Like, I'm only going to be doing, I really wanted to do Spider-Man because it's Insomniac and they made Ratchet & Clank and I love their games. So yeah, I love this game. It's so much fun to me anyway, and I think a lot of people like it. I mean, as you can tell if you look up reviews or whatever, I mean, combat, the world feeling, it's like the world itself is very well done. And the swinging, everything, it just looks and plays amazing. Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna pick it up. I'm just not sure for recording wise what's gonna happen with that. I do want to play it. I do want to record it, but at the same time, I'm not too sure, I suppose. Last is what's that one called? Spyro, the remake. I'm most likely going to be doing a long play of that one as well, and that's pretty much the only 3 games for this year, because that Spyro game looks like it's like the Crash Bandicoot one. I mean, it looks really like that's a remake right there. That it's not just, better graphics. I mean, they redid everything. So the people that do those, man, that is what a true remake is. Like, you can't get better than those remakes. Or maybe you can, but I mean, that's pretty much the pinnacle of what remakes are right now. And if we can get that for Nickelodeon games, I'm not saying they need to change everything, but I mean, just look at those games. I mean, they're stunning. They really are. So hopefully THQ Nordic gets some points from that. Wow, those remakes are getting a lot of, likes, and everyone likes them. Wow, we should probably do the same. Yeah. I just wanted to mention one thing before I forget. That is that when I read your guys', I'll read comments at work. I read comments because there's a YouTube app you can get that is for the creators, I suppose, people that upload stuff. It's really helpful to them, to me, people that upload, because I can see comments, like I can just scroll down, see the latest comments type thing. So I'll try and read those on a daily-ish basis. Sometimes it's a couple days before I read them. So I try to read them if I'm on break or something. Depends what I'm working with that day, because I might just be having an actual conversation, not just looking at my phone. Or I'll read them on my computer, but generally I won't really reply that much. It's more on my phone. If someone has a really serious, like if it's an actual serious question about a game and I know it's an obscure game or something, and I know people might not respond to them for months, I'll respond, especially for games. I'll generally respond for games I know. If it's a game I don't know they're asking about, I can't really help them, right? Because I don't know the game maybe too well. But depending on the game, I mean, I'll look into it and see what I can do, because those are the games that, for example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom I know a lot about, and there's been some questions that pop up on there. As for other games, like someone had a question for Spyro, and I was like, it's beyond me, man, so I didn't know. Just depends on the game. Like some games I know very well, like maybe Ratchet and Clank, but others I may not know. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. So I read majority of comments, I would say. As for responding wise, I got to do better with that, but probably gonna be worse as more comments keep popping up. But if I give you a heart for a comment, generally speaking, it's just because I agree with what you said, or I think it's funny, or you're sharing a memory, or it's something. If it's a question, I'm not gonna like heart those or whatever. If it's a critique or something, because I don't know. So yeah, and for the SpongeBob games, I mean, there's a lot of them, so it's gonna be interesting trying to do them all, but especially since some of them are really strange, I don't think I can do them all. Because I'm not the best at Game Boy Advance games, and I'm not the best. Like, I have so much trouble. It's crazy how hard they are. You know, those games are compared to, like, if you were to just pick up any I would say, GameCube, PS2 game that is a, generally speaking, aimed at kids game. You were to pick up that game and play it, you will, and as a teenager, as an adult, you had experience playing games, you'll be able to pick it up. You'll be able to play it pretty much easy. You'll get the controls maybe within an hour if you're having that much trouble. Usually within 30 minutes, but maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. Like some of these Game Boy games, man, I mean, wow, they are really hard to understand, or the mechanics in them just feel cheap. Maybe I'm just, I used to play Game Boy games a lot, but maybe I just lost the touch, because I remember being really good at Lights, Camera, Pants. We got that game. I played that game all the time. I beat it. I'd go back on the levels, keep beating it. I went back to go play it. Noob. I had this Beyblade game I used to play all the time. Used to just destroy everyone. No, I can't play it anymore. All these old games I used to play on Game Boy, man, I'm just trash. It's probably because it's been so long. It's not like riding a bike. You can't get on, I guess, back. You can't get... I don't know. Game Boy feel like a unicycle to me. It's really hard to... If you know how to ride a unicycle, I guess, and you hadn't done it in 10 years, then most likely have lost your touch. Probably more than that. It's probably been 15 years. I mean, I'm not only 22, but I'm trying to think when I used to play it, so... Yeah. What else? There was the Jak and Daxter. I'm not that's kind of in a pause-ish. I was planning on doing Jak 3, but it's still up in the air if I'm doing it or if my brother's doing it, so still trying to figure that one out. Because if I do it, I'll have to beat it first and then play it. My brother can just play it, because when we were kids, I would always play Ratchet and Clank. He would always play Jak and Daxter. It's kind of funny how that happened, but I mean, that's just what we were into. I really like I played the Jak 1 game a lot, and he actually doesn't like the Jak 1 game that much. but he loves Jak 2 and Jak 3, and I never was really good at Jak 2, and I just never really played Jak 3 because I would try and do them in order. Yeah. But I do like the premise of those games, especially Jak 3 with Light Jak and Dark Jak. I am halfway through Overlord 2 for any Overlord fans on the channel, so that will be coming up soon as well. I think that's kind of it. I mean, I accidentally did a live stream in the past, 2 months ago or something. That was just me messing around with OBS trying to record something, and then I accidentally live streamed, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna go with it. So I live streamed, and I can't do it. I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll do it maybe like once a month or something, just to talk to you guys. That'd be the only real reason I would do it, just to have you guys input on something. I wouldn't be doing it to make a live stream channel or anything. It would just be talking to you guys, I guess. And I'd try and pick a date, you know, for the month or something. You know, obviously it wouldn't be like, hey guys, it's, you know, it's Thanksgiving. If you guys could all just drop your family, yeah, that'd be appreciated. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be like that. It would just be, you know, a day that would be hopefully a weekend, so more people have it off and might want to talk for an hour or something like that, or 2 hours. Just a random game that I'd be playing. I'll see, but I can't do it at the moment because, I mean, you can probably hear the background noise in this. I mean, it'd be way too hard right now, but maybe in the future when I get quieter living conditions, then I'll be easier. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone who stuck to the end, has finished watching this video. I just want to say that that's brilliant. For those of you that get that joke. But seriously, thank you all for watching, for subscribing. I just want to thank everyone again, and I mean, I can't thank everyone enough. Again, I mean, at the time of me recording this, I'm at 5,087 subscribers, so yeah, nope, 5,090. All right. So yeah, this is just mind-blowing. So yeah, thank you everyone, and I really do hope you guys all enjoy this as much as I do. Yeah, thank you, and peace be with you. And I'll see you guys maybe in another video this year. We'll see what happens. I might have something planned. Depends how busy I get, but yeah, see you around, guys.
I don't want to grow up. I want cookies and Milky. I want a sweater with love in the stitches.
Friends of yours, Venom? Gross.
Yeah, it's time to split.
Sorry.
Game over.